It's not easy being me. Wash your face and brush your hair.
Oh yeah, it's Luke from the club, and joining me today are three very special guests. The first one once sold his brother for 50p, the second one lives next door and is his arch enemy, and the third one makes him look very silly almost all of the time. It's the cast of Horrid Henry the movie.
My name's Henry, and this is my world. First off, my dad.
Henry!
He says the same thing to me every day.
Get up those stairs right now and do your homework, otherwise there'll be no more television for a week.
Heard it before.
A month.
Oh, come on.
A year.
No, wait. Then there's my wormy little brother, Peter, and his annoying cello. Hey, Peter. It's not bad. For a smelly, nappy baby. And then Mum says, "Don't be horrid, Henry." So then I go to my room and do my homework. Only joking. Why do I want to do my homework? I'm way too busy. Whoa! Rocking out. Someday I'm going to be a rock star.
Now, we're all very excited. The DVD is coming out on Monday the 28th. Very, very excited about it. If we haven't seen it yet, we can probably guess that there's going to be some tricks played, I imagine. Someone will probably get gunged.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Maybe
some teachers are probably going to get angry as well, I imagine.
Why is it always me?
Yeah, I think that will all happen. But what if we haven't seen it? Can you tell us the story of the film?
Well, it's pretty packed. But there's a bit of arguing between us two.
Yeah, as you can imagine, I'm sure.
Because I want to help.
He wants to help,
He
but I
just
don't want
goes-
him to help.
Well,
Right,
I don't
okay.
want you to help, but I know lots. So
Okay, perfect.
we
Peter
have to
knows
work
everything.
together.
Yeah.
And then Margaret is enemies, but has to work with him, and we're fine working together.
It's about this
really.
kid called Henry who's always been mischievous, and it all starts basically when he forgets to hand in his homework, and it all kicks off, and he ends up having to save his school from being
shut down
because all because of him, because he's naughty and they can't control him.
Yeah,
And they can't control the class. And
that's it, isn't it? And there's a new sort of school coming that no one wants to go to and looks scary.
he has to think deep down in his heart, should he save it or should he not? And he thinks it's for the best. So
Okay, good work. That's cool. Now, it's quite rare in Horrid Henry that you three are working together.
Yeah,
That's quite a new thing. Would you say you're all best friends now, or would you not quite go that far?
I'd
Look
say
at
we're
them.
brilliant friends.
Yeah.
we've known each other for like more than a year,
Yeah.
because even in the auditions we were all together,
Yeah.
just getting to know each other, which shows on screen. So that's all good.
Amazing, that's really cool. And we get to see loads of favourite characters from the book as well. Vic Van Winkle, of course, great
a new
Aunt
character.
Greta. Yeah, he's a new
Yeah,
one,
new
new
character.
one as well. And of course, the worst teacher in the world, Miss Battleaxe, is in it. Why is she so bad, Moody Margaret? What is so bad about her?
Oh, she just shouts at us all the time and gives us lots of homework. She's incredibly strict. She and her look puts me off.
Right, she's a scary one.
Yeah,
isn't she?
she's scary and she knew it's done.
Just don't want her
And
staring
her
at you.
name, for me, strikes me out. I mean, Miss Battleaxe.
It sounds scary, doesn't it?
When I had a nightmare about Miss Battleaxe, and she was holding a big battle axe coming near me and going, "I'm gonna chop up your head if you don't do homework."
If it was your first day at school and you had her, you'd be a little bit scared. She gives loads of homework. No one likes loads of homework, does
That's
it?
the reason
A little bit.
it all escalates.
Yeah, that's it. All because of
It's all
homework.
because Miss Battleaxe. It's all the teacher's fault for setting it in the first place.
There you go. Listen up,
think about
teachers. Now, obviously, perfect, Peter. You'll know you've got to do your homework sometimes, haven't you? But we've probably all forgotten it at times. Forgotten to do it, or sat in the fort all day, played games, and it just hasn't happened.
Fair enough.
What are the silliest excuses you've ever heard for not giving in your homework?
Mine would be, I was writing with a quill and ink spilt.
Oh yeah, very much so. You couldn't give that in because you wouldn't be able to read
It's
it.
all blue.
Yeah. Okay. How about yourself?
I'd probably say I left it at home, but I once did burn my homework by accident on a candle.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
and the teacher stuck it up on the wall because she thought it was the best excuse.
Ah, mate, that is good. That's fair enough. You get it to class. How about yourself?
I told them that I'd left it out in the park in the rain and that it had all melted into the bench by the time I got back to try and
Right.
rescue it.
Okay, good. So you couldn't give that in as well. Good excuses, I reckon they did. Now, you got to do lots of cool things in a school. Those things, let's be honest, we all want to do. We all want to go into the class, jump on the tables, start screaming, gunge our teachers, loads of cool stuff. How much fun was it making the film?
It was fun. It was hard work, but it was fun, and it was quite different when we watched it back to what I originally thought it was going to be like. Yeah. But
okay, cool,
yeah.
Amazing. What was your? Can you pick a favourite bit that you look back and you go, yeah, that was the funnest day?
I'd say when I was fluting. I sort of rose up on this like wench which held the camera, and you could just see my feet going
cool.
Like an angel, you know,
right? Okay, like a perfect angel, floating around. That's
when
amazing.
I was in love, you know.
Yeah.
Just, in love with floating around.
She is lovely. That's cool.
Yeah,
now obviously you're sort of movie stars now. I think it's fair to say, isn't it? Like, what's it been like, sort of being a movie star? Obviously, everyone's seen you. You went to the premiere. Has it been really good?
It's been great. Yeah. Hasn't changed dramatically, but I made a few more friends and yeah.
Have you been to any cool events and that kind of thing?
Yeah, been to a few premieres and
Cool, amazing. And obviously you've met some stars yourself. Dick and Dom were in the film.
Yeah, they were my favourite people to work with. Just because I've been watching them on TV since I was so young, and I was quite starstruck to meet them. And
that's cool.
They're such creative characters. I think how they work is just so weird. Like on the set, they're rubbing their trousers, going, and then going.
They're like that all the time.
Yeah. It's the right answer, like that. I mean, really dramatic.
Yeah, cool. So they inspired you.
They lifted suspense a little bit, and he was like crying and going, "Bye bye, Henry," and they went, "Have a good time." Like suddenly he was all upset, and then he went, "Oh, I hope you end up in hell," you know.
Did he say that?
No, he just said good luck. He just said good luck.
Which, in other words, means what in hell.
Yeah. They seem a lot of fun to be around, don't they? Like, loads of fun. That's cool. Now I've got to ask, are you like anything like your characters in the film? Moody Margaret, are you ever a Moody at all?
My parents would say that I am. I can shout the house down when I want to.
And you do in the film as well? Like,
yeah, I do.
Screaming.
And but I think I'm a little less extreme than her.
Right, okay, so a sort of, small version of Moody Margaret, that's cool. Horrid Henry, how about yourself?
I like to think I have the best qualities of both Horrid Henry and Perfect Peter.
That's a good answer. Fair play. You're sorted. Final thing is Theo. I've heard that you are quite the man of yo-yos.
I haven't done this in ages.
Right. Okay. So. The excuses already. I'm a bit of a dab hand myself. Don't get me wrong. I've got a trick. We're gonna have a yo-yo off. Okay. Between the four of us, a yo-yo off, if you like. So I'm gonna do a trick. Can you do yo-yos as well?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll have a go at a trick. Okay. Here's my one. This is the beat. Okay. Oh, nice.
Hit the ground.
Hit the ground, okay. Oh, no. Right, when it counts, I'll have one more go, if not.
Not even a good quality one.
Well, yeah, it's okay. It does spin. Yeah. Cat's cradle, that's okay. Kids, not much to beat. Give it a go. What can you do?
If I can do that better. Quickly,
yeah.
Alright.
You've got some skills in the film, so I'm hoping for big things. The pressure's on now, though, isn't it?
That's alright. I don't know if I'm going to do that. You do it.
Alright, okay.
2-6, yeah. I'm just getting myself prepared. This is the yo-yo off.
I think the rest of us should do a drum roll. Okay. We're expecting big things. So I'll do drum roll on the legs.
I haven't done it in ages. Thank you.
Good work. Okay, ready? Drum roll.
See, I did the same thing as you. It hit the ground. Alright.
It's the yo-yo, I think. It's not a good yo-yo.
It hit the ground, so.
Okay, take two. That's fine.
Take two.
It doesn't not.
Does it not spin? Give it. It's spinning earlier. Oh. Yeah, round the world. That'll do. That is cool.
Again, but
guys, thanks so much for joining us. It's been really fun to see you.
And
all the best for the film out on November 28th. Looking forward to it.
Remember it.
Please bye.
Hello, welcome to Premier Scene. I'm Claire Bueno and we're in for trouble today as we attend the world premiere of Horrid Henry, the movie 3D.
My name's Henry, but everyone calls me
Horrid Henry.
Welcome to my world. That's Perfect Peter, aka my wormy little brother. Henry's not doing his homework.
Henry!
But I can deal with him.
The part I'm playing in the film is called Rich Aunt Ruby. She's very posh and very grumpy, and she's got a very posh son played by the man who, the boy, but probably a man now, who's does that Numbers, who's a really talented actor.
I play stuck-up Steve in the movie, and he's Perfect Peter and Horrid Henry's cousin, and he's not very nice, and he's a bit of a snob.
How do you prepare for something like that?
Well, I just walked around with my nose in the air for a few weeks, I suppose.
You weren't in the method?
No, I wasn't quite there.
I love doing children's things. There's something a little bit mad about me. So I think children, if they do like me, they do like me. And now, of course, being middle-aged, I can come in on the kind of older, I'm poised for children's work now. That's me.
What's it like acting with children? Are they, because they are fearless, are they constantly in the moment?
The children were very excitable. And I remember they behave well, but they don't stop talking. So you've got this, it's like having little canaries all around you. Just and then if you say something they particularly like, they mimic you. And then they mimic you for quite a long time, like all day. So then you have to go, they're children. It's okay, bless them.
The film's very surreal, isn't it? Were you conscious of that? How sort of dark and surreal the moments are in the film when you first sort of read the script?
Well, I actually was in one of the surreal scenes. It's kind of like a dream, one of Horrid Henry's dreams. So there was sort of fire in it and ropes and stuff. So it is all quite surreal, and I quite like that, yeah.
I don't want to do my homework. I'm way too busy being a rock star. Introducing public enemy number 1, Moody Margaret. I hate you, Henry!
So what was it like being in Horrid Henry?
Unbelievable, absolutely surreal. I still can't quite believe it's happened actually. But now I'm just so excited that it's finally going to be out and everyone's going to see it. It's just such a great experience for everyone.
And tell us what it was like playing Moody Margaret.
Well, it was just really fun, and I felt like I could act her, because she's a really fun person to act, and I learned a lot more about her, and she's just a great person. I like her. She's very cool.
I'm in the final scene and I just dance and a little bit of, I think I've got a little acting role, no speaking though in this film. Yeah.
So how did you learn all that? Because it was pretty incredible, wasn't it, what you did?
Yeah. I taught myself how to dance off YouTube. I just taught myself watching YouTube and all different videos.
So how did you get involved with being in the film then?
Well, I got to dance, and since that I've been doing lots of things. I was in street dance 3D, now Horrid Henry 3D, and now I just finished filming Street Dance 2 3D as well.
You get to play two very dark characters, don't you, in this film?
Yeah, it's a little bit more dark and sinister, and a bit more kind of, I don't know, Tim Burton-esque, our characters. I mean, they're high energy, they're a bit wacky, but there's something slightly uneasy about them as well.
They do, I must admit, when I was watching it, they're slightly uncomfortable, aren't they?
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, well, we get quite close and in their faces, and we're meant to be all the kids' ultimately favourite show. But when you watch it, you're thinking, why is this kid's favourite show? It's just weird.
What you'll see is we are game show hosts like we have been on television, but you'll see it in a slightly different vein. But nothing too sinister. It's fun as well at the same time.
Do you think as well this role sort of giving you a chance to sort of be more theatrical and really play up what you do?
Well, yes, it's definitely the next step on for us into the world of acting. You know, we've done a couple of kids' shows like The Legend of Dick and Dom, where we've acted alongside some really great actors. And then doing things like this, we were actually, before you knew it, acting alongside Angelica Houston, which was a real pleasure. We learned an awful lot from her.
We spent hours at home getting into the part, Lovey.
Yeah, how can we get into the role of a mad children's presenter? We just had troubles coming up with that.
I mean, Angelica Houston, she's just so iconic. To be honest, I had to look and go, God, that looks like Angelica Houston. Yeah. But no, it won't be. And then when the credits came up, it was incredible. Yeah. So what was it like learning from her?
Well, yeah, we were in a scene with her on set, and it was amazing to watch how she got into character as soon as the studio door opened. So she'd walk through as the teacher in the film, Miss Battleaxe, with the Scottish accent and everything. And so that's how she talked to you on set as well.
But also the prosthetics and the wig and the makeup was so good, and the costume, that actually at first we really weren't sure whether that actually was her or not, and we had met her a couple of times beforehand, and because everything was so perfect and she was such a good actress, we just didn't know.
Henry? And the worst teacher in the whole wide world, Miss Battleaxe. All she ever wants is my homework. No! I haven't got my homework, miss.
attention. You look very snazzy today, don't you?
Yeah.
I have to say, the hat looks fantastic.
Yeah, special occasions.
Special hats. It certainly is. What's it like being in Horrid Henry?
Well, it's pretty cool because you meet all these famous people and well, it's just great going out of school and doing what I love doing.
I was very surprised to see you playing a dad.
Yeah, you're not the only one. Yeah, no, it's nice though. It's kind of nice to feel like there are roles beyond being a boy, and good to exercise my paternal side.
It's a very visual film. Was it you conscious about how visual it was when you took on the role?
Yeah, I mean, when you're doing something in 3D, you're very conscious about the size of your head. So
this is your first film, so what was it like coping with all that dialogue?
It was pretty hard, but you know, if I just listen to it over and over again, you get used to it and you just remember it.
And what was it like acting with some very, very big actors?
Pretty cool. Dick and Dom are pretty well-known people, and they're pretty funny how they act and how they express their feelings.
Has the 3D sort of filming experience made any difference to you as an actor and performer?
It's really interesting to watch. I mean, I'm not very technical at all, so I was just quite interested by these huge lenses kind of coming together at funny angles and things. So it's quite intriguing to see how it works. But I don't know whether on my first day of filming, my daughter said to me, "Does this mean you have to act in 3D?" And I was going to point out that I always try and act in 3D, but then I thought, actually, maybe it does. Maybe there is a different way of doing it. So I'll let you know after the film.
And you got to act with Richard E. Grant as well.
Yeah, and I found out 2 facts about him. One, the E means nothing in his name, and 2, he loves watching Celebrity Jungle, but he never goes on it because he says I'm not famous enough. And that just cracked me up.
Acting alongside children, is it totally different to adults in the respect that they're fearless and they just take on the part and they're just in the moment, really?
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. And they have a sort of a lack of self-awareness, a lack of vanity, I suppose, that I think as you get older you get more of. And I think it's really important not to have that, particularly when you're doing comedy, because if there's any sense that you're feeling insecure about what you're doing, then you will lose something. And they do have a fearlessness and an energy which I really found I sort of learned from, to be honest.
No, the film is seen from Henry's point of view. So do you take the aspect of the film from a different perspective in the way you portray your character because of that?
I think not really, because I think you always try to look at the script through your character's point of view, because that's what you would do in real life, obviously. Now, clearly, this is not the most naturalistic of performances, and the whole film is, you know, wild and wacky, but nevertheless, you always approach every part the same, which is who is that character and what's she thinking.
And what did you specifically want to make of the character, and what was it that you found about her that you wanted to portray her?
I wanted her not to be too scary. I think she's, you know, Angelica Houston's character kind of does the battle axe scary thing. So Miss Oddbod had to be authoritative but a bit ditzy, which is how she comes across in the script. So that's what we went for with the crazy hair and little glasses and things. She's just a bit all over the place.
Isn't this lovely? Oh yeah, and that's the grossest goo ever.
Oh, nice one, Henry.
It must have been a hell of a lot of fun to do.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was really, really great. You know, Horrid Henry is a great thing to be associated with and everything like that. But it was really fun. Made some great friends on set, and all the scenes are amazing. Like doing my own stunts, things like that. You know.
I was going to say, because you got to prove all your talents, sing, dance, and play air guitar. What was that like?
Oh, it was pretty cool. You know, they never asked me if I could do those things. I just jumped in and did it. You know, it's pretty crazy.
Was it pretty daunting for you, because Horrid Henry was such a huge name anyway?
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, when I first auditioned, like Horrid Henry the movie, that's amazing. I'm gonna watch that anyway. You know, that's what it's like. And then when I got the role, it was great. I wasn't really sure it'd be this big or anything. I wasn't so much about it. But I was actually auditioning for Rude Ralph and Horrid Henry, so I wasn't sure which one I was gonna get. But Horrid Henry, man. Yeah.
This is quite surreal, the film, isn't it? It's quite dark in places.
Yeah, well, I think the movie is so much like a cartoon, actually. The way it's shot, it's like a comic book. You know, that's what it's like. And so it's really cool. It was really bright and colourful, and the 3D works amazing. 3D, that's what it's all about, because I think some movies that are all in 3D, because they're all in 3D now, they don't really like stand out as 3D. This one is all about.
Oh, why is it always me?
I hear Ashton Primary's closing down.
Dark forces are at work, Henry.
All those children will be paying me lots of money to come here to Brick House School.
I'm not going to that mouldy old brick house.
Can you share with us that your experience as an editor, has that given you the experience really to set up this film for being so visual?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I think as an editor, the thing that you get is that you know that you've got it when you're shooting it. You know, it's like watching dailies. You say, oh, there it is, and then you can move on. So there's that confidence that you get. As for being visual, I guess I've just been lucky over the years. I've been exposed to so many different visual styles that I've absorbed some.
You've acted before, but how's it been like turning your talents to the big screen?
It's quite exciting actually doing a proper film. Like, I do feel quite excited to go in and watch it, and I haven't seen it, so it's going to be a first for me as well, which is quite scary. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it finished. But no, it was really fun. I kind of felt like I fell straight back into it actually, because I had done so much before the group. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I was wondering as well, when you're making the film, when you're on set, because you're realising how much you don't want to leave on the cutting room floor, does that make you more economic with how you choose your shots?
Well, yes, and you also have to be with a film like this because you're so restricted with time. Because the amount of time you have the children or don't have them, you have to be very prepared.
Say, is there a change in schedule? Because obviously you can spend lots of time on set. Do you have to be wary of time because of working with children?
You do. I mean, basically we worked every day. We worked. So, okay, we got Theo from 11 till 11:15, and then he has to go to school, and so we just had to work within those parameters.
And historically as well, the theme song that you've sung contributes a lot to the success of a film. Were you conscious of that when you recorded it?
I knew that it was obviously a great track and a really feel-good song, and I knew what they had planned for that particular sequence, so I was like quite confident in it. But we've done a very different modern version of the track, so yeah, we're pleased with how it's turned out, and it's a nice end to the film, so yeah.
It definitely gives it a very uplifting end, doesn't it?
So yeah, I think so, which is nice. Everybody can have a little bit of a boogie on the way out of the cinema.
And you're working with 3D for the first time as a director. What made you want to go down that route, and how does it enhance the story?
It was a bonus for me. I mean, I wanted to make the film, and they said we want to make it in 3D, and I said, well, hurrah! I'll embrace that. Oddly, donkeys years ago, when I was a student, I made a 3D film, very rudimentary one, and I showed it here at the BFI. So it's kind of like
it's a homecoming.
Full circle. Yeah, I know.
And Kimberly, you got to play with with the youngest member of the cast. What was that like?
Oh, they were so cute. We had twins playing Vomiting Vera, so we kept swapping between them. But they were so well behaved. I mean, I did have to do a little bit of like bobbing through the scenes just to try and keep her looking in the right place. It was a challenge, but it was nice, and I love kids, so I actually quite enjoyed that part of it. Getting cuddles all day.
This summer,
It's our school. We can't let anyone take that away from us.
save the day.
What's she doing here? I'm here to help you come up with a plan to save the school, that's what. Eureka!
The Horrid Way.
What does that horrid boy think he's doing?
Go, Henry! Nothing can stop me.
In your own time, girls?
Even think about laughing.
Well, it's hot and it's sunny down here in the South Bank, and definitely too cool for school. I'm Claire Bueno, and you're watching Premier Scene.
Angelica Houston.
Time you're taught a lesson.
Richard E. Grant. Dick and Dom. And introducing Theo Stevenson as Horrid Henry. Horrid Henry, the movie, in 3D.
Just what do you think you're doing?
So, Theo, Scarlett and Ross, tell us about your characters.
Well, Horrid Henry, he's the main character in the movie, and I think he's just a normal guy. He's a nice guy. He gets picked on quite a lot by others around him that call him horrid. Isn't true.
Well, I play Perfect Peter, and he's all the goody two shoes, but in the film he does inhabit to be a bit naughty. But he doesn't get blamed for it because he's like, oh, I'm perfect. How could I do it?
I play Moody Margaret, and she's obviously very moody. She likes to boss people around. She can't stand Henry. She thinks he's annoying and thick, and so. But she has to kind of put his and her rivalry aside and work together to save their school. She's kind of like the brains behind the act.
Hey, my name's Henry, but everyone calls me
Horrid Henry.
Welcome to my world. That's Perfect Peter, aka my wormy little brother. Introducing public enemy number 1, Moody Margaret.
Now, in the film, Henry plays a lot of practical jokes on his friends. What's the best practical jokes that you've ever played on someone in real life?
Oh, a few. I got reminded of this today. I don't know, another interview. They just reminded me of it, about this thing I did a couple of years ago at Halloween with my mate. And it was pretty clever, actually. And I don't know, I just came up with the idea. I made toffee apples, but instead of an apple, it was an onion.
It was an onion?
And I covered it in chocolate. I covered it in chocolate, yeah, on the chopstick and everything. Yeah, it didn't really work as well.
You didn't want to bite into it?
Yeah, but it didn't work as well as I thought, as I planned.
This summer,
It's our school. We can't let anyone take that away from us.
save the day.
What's she doing here? I'm here to help you come up with a plan to save the school, that's what. Eureka!
The Horrid Way.
Now, guys, to finish, I've got a little quiz. It's going to be very fast. Just put your first answer. Are you fans of Horrid Henry, the book?
Yes.
Yeah.
You are? Okay, good. Okay, ready? Okay, right. In Horrid Henry and the Secret Club, what is the name of the nurse?
Nurse Needle.
Correct! In Horrid Henry, what colour is Mum's jumper that gets spaghetti on it?
Green?
Pink, red, blue,
No.
yellow.
Yes, there we go. 1 point to Scarlett. In Horrid Henry and the Mummy's Curse,
Yeah.
what colour gizmo do Henry and Peter want?
Oh, green.
No.
No.
Blue,
No.
yellow.
Pink.
No. Thick bling.
Silver.
Thick
Silver.
bling.
Gold.
Yes,
Obviously.
gold. In Horrid Henry's Underpants, what was the name of Horrid Henry's favourite restaurant?
Oh.
You got it. It begins with G. Rhymes with bobble.
Gobble.
And-
Gobble and go.
Yeah!
I'm a winner.
I knew that, but he wins because I'm a good loser.
Well done, you. And guys, any final things you want to say to your fans watching this?
Just
so
watch
guys,
Horrid Henry.
and you
Just
can,
guys, please buy the DVD.
yeah, and you can follow me on Twitter just at
And
Theo
if
Stevenson.
you want to buy it, really buy it, because then we may make another one.
Yeah, and Twitter.
And it's out on Monday.
Yeah, Monday 28th November.
Monday,
Yeah.
28th of
Safe,
November.
guys.
Don't forget that date.
Get ready for the biggest name in cinema.
Henry.
Horrid Henry.
This summer,
You don't your homework? No.
I haven't got my homework, miss.
Detention.
the only way to do good
Henry, I am sick and tired. Ah, you're doing your homework.
Yeah.
Good.
Horrid homework.
is to be horrid.
Nothing can stop me.
Horrid Henry, the movie, in 3D.